What's up guys, welcome back to a new Kengan Omega video. Today I'm going over more prediction based for the Purgatory vs Kengan tournament that's currently going on. So I'm going to be pretty much changing up my predictions from my original video based on more information we've got, such as characters who may be considered the strongest for Purgatory, and based on the 3 matches we've already had, or the 3 lineups have already been confirmed, such as first 2 matches which are concluded, and the 3rd match which is about to begin next week with Julius vs Toa Mudo. So if you're new here and enjoy Kengan content, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord and all that good shit. So as we know, we've had 3 matches, or we're in the 3rd match currently, and this is the lineup. So far I've been right about 2 matches, such as Gaolang vs Carlos and Julius vs this other dude, Toa Mudo. I wasn't expecting Falcon to be this ultra super weeb and come out the 2nd round against Rito, and currently Purgatory's up 2 wins to 0. So I'll be giving my predictions and who I think is going to be fighting for the remaining rounds. As you know, it's most likely going to go 6 wins to 7 wins, with, you could argue that Kengan's going to win 7 wins to 6, but it could go either way at this point with how much twists are throughout the story and how the author likes to just go out of nowhere and twist everyone's thoughts around the other way. So who knows, Purgatory could win the tournament, we do not know. But still, I'm assuming Kengan's going to win with 7 wins, so let's have a look. So, my opinion, Julius is still going to win this round. I still think Julius, with that build-up, with what he said last chapter to Wakasugi, saying that he's stronger than Wakasugi now, it's kind of implied that he hasn't learned any real techniques, that he's only worked on his strength even more, which is kind of interesting and showing he's not so big brain, but you know, may work for Julius, an absolute German Chad. So, let's have a look. So, possible fights that I think will happen. As we know, King is most likely the strongest, or top 3 strongest for Team Purgatory. This guy has shown a lot next to King, and been talking next to him, is quite confident about his skills. This dude is implied to be the Tiger Vessel, the member of the Worm, and everything relating to him. He's been one of the most talkative as well throughout the series, and he mentioned when King was pretty much scaring the Six Fang away that he would fight him, but only if the right amount of money was there. So he's not really scared of King. It's just that it's not worth fighting King unless there's a large amount of money that he can gain, showing that he's not scared to fight him. He's aware of King's power and that he just doesn't want to do it for nothing. So that's good to add to his strength. A good thing to mention is that when Nicholas was introduced, he mentioned how he envied, or pretty much wanted to be part of Kengan due to their killing rule, saying that he likes the idea of killing, which links closely to Akora. You know, these 2 killing machines going each other, they might kill each other. That would be an interesting fight, but it's also assumed that Gaio Ryuki could be facing him as well, based on their first conflict they had. So in my opinion, Nicholas will either face Gaio Ryuki or Akora, in my opinion. So I'll leave that down there for now. It's possible change, see if I make up my final mind. Another idea of who will be facing King is, as we know, Oma could be facing King. As we know, Oma is probably the strongest on Team Kengan next to Kano. You could argue either way. But a good thing to note is that when King and this dude here, I can't think of his name currently, they were talking about Julius entering, they mentioned that Julius alongside Kano and Wakasugi are pretty much the top 3 of Kengan, and that Julius could beat those 2 if the right circumstances arise. But it could be a thing where Team Purgatory doesn't know of Oma's power and that he has the advanced Nikyo style all around there, and maybe they don't know of Kure Rayan, but that's probably less likely. They just don't think he's as strong as Wakasugi, Julius, and Kano. But interesting thing is they don't know of Oma, or I assume based on what the conversation was, they don't know of Oma and his power, as he made it to the final, defeated Wakasugi and all of that. So I don't think Oma will be facing King. I think King will either face Kano or Wakasugi. As we know, Kano is lined up to fight the likes of the Six Fang, but the Six Fang trying to avoid him. So listen out. So if the Six Fang trying to avoid Kano, he could either fight, he could go into the arena when Kano's already had a match or something like that, and think, oh yeah, I can go and Kano's not there, time to get my turn so I can avoid him, and not really look who's in the arena because it's not Kano. He's like, oh yeah, I'm good. And it could be the 8th Fang of Mitsudo or Wakasugi. So my idea is that he doesn't know what's going on, knows Kano is in the ring, so goes in the ring to fight, but then sees that Wakasugi's in there. As we know, Wakasugi had wanted his revenge against Kano during the original Annihilation tournament, so Wakasugi could beat the 6th Fang's ass, or Misasa, the 8th Fang, could beat his ass not knowing who he is, so something along those lines. So for some reason, I think Kano is going to be facing King now. That's my prediction now. So what round will it be? It'll probably be later on. has to be before the 6th Fang goes out, so maybe the 5th round. I'm going to go for the 5th round for those two facing each other for now. Another lineup that I think will most likely definitely happen is Alan Wu versus Rayan, the two Kuro clan members, or the Wu versus Kuro clan. That will most definitely happen. I don't think any otherwise that won't happen. I'll be disappointed if that doesn't happen, honestly. So got that. For now, I'm going to leave Gaio Ryuki against Nicholas for now. So I'm going to take Akora out there. This may be the next fight. I'm going to put that as the next fight in the 4th fight. Now for the remaining ones. Who do we have for Team Purgatory that we've seen talking? So we got this dude talking. So I'll go for the 6th Fang now. So either face Misasa or Wakasuki. I do want to see a Fang versus Fang battle, but this the interesting concept that Wakasuki will be able to get his revenge against a Fang and just beat a Fang's ass. That will be great to see. So I just want to see Wakasuki beat the fuck out of him. So let's see Wakasuki versus the 6th Fang. Even though the most ideal fight would be Kano versus him, but we'll see how it is. Wakasuki can do a good job as well. This guy, so remaining members of Team Purgatory who I think are the strongest are these two here. You could argue for this guy as well. He's shown to be pretty powerful and pretty much looking down on many of the Kengan members. Last chapter he always mentioned that Rito would be the top of B tier, while this dude here was saying that Rito could easily make it into A tier, showing that he's sure Rito's capable, but he's still aware of his own power, so you could argue that he's quite strong as well. So let's have a look. So for the next fight, I'm going to give it to... I want Akora to fight earlier on because he's going to kill his opponent. Who can Akora kill that's remaining? Let's have a look. So Akora may kill... Who's Akora going to kill or get killed by? Who looks like Akora can kill? Akora may kill this dude here. He hasn't really said anything, so that'll be an interesting fight. An unknown fighter versus a crazy justice psychopath. And up next, so I think Oma's not going to be fighting last, going to be fighting around the middle, so around here will be good. I'll go over who I think is going to win and lose at the end once I've got the final matchup. So I think Oma's still going to have a pretty tough fight. I want it to be against this guy who could be the other Tiger Vessel, but I'm looking for him versus a Misasa battle, and maybe something like this guy versus Oma, which would be an interesting fight. Now the remaining one, out of all these people who I think is going to be most likely the strongest, is probably this guy, based on how he took out another Kengan fighter and that his mysterious element based around him. So he might be facing the likes of this guy. Now the remaining 4. So these two I think will be fighting, and maybe Okubo versus this dude for the last fight. I may move around the order, or this may not be the exact order that I'm going to go with. But these are the 13 fights that currently I think will be going on for the Team Kengan versus Purgatory tournaments. Now to go over who will win. So for Purgatory winners, we've got 2 wins. We've got a Julius win there. I think Ryuki will win this barely. It'll be like extreme difficulty, so it'll be 2 wins, 2 wins. This, I think King may be able to beat Kano Gitu if that fight does go to end time, but it'll be extremely high difficulty, like 99. Like, it'll be insane how close that fight will be. I think Rain will win that, so it'll be 3-3 currently for that. Wakasuki will win that, so it'll give Kengan the advantage. Akora will kill this dude, giving it 4-4. Ima will win that 5, then lose 5-6, lose, and then it'll be 6-5. I think I've lost count at this point, honestly. Okay, so I'll do it a different way. So that's the lineup, what I think. Now I'll put people into where I think they'll win. So the winners for Kengan can go in here. So winners for Purgatory can go in that one. Then losers can go in there for Team Kengan. So winners for Purgatory goes there. Purgatory, this guy wins because he gets killed. This dude wins. You win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. And yep, and then the rest end up winning. So that's 6, and then the 7 winners for Team Kengan. So I'll put the winners in this row here. So winner. No, you lost to Korra Justice Boy. Winner? No, you don't win, do you? Winner and winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's my opinion on the who's going to be winning, who's going to be losing. So the 6 winners for Team Purgatory against the 7 winners for Team Kengan. So that's my final predictions for this. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you disagree, agree with me, anything along those lines? And that's it, guys. Peace.